Do you ever find yourself staring at the ceiling long after you've tucked yourself in, counting sheep that refuse to jump, or waking up feeling like you've run a marathon instead of resting? If you're nodding your head, you're definitely not alone. For so many of us over 60, a good night's sleep seems to have become a luxury, a distant memory from our younger days. It's not just about feeling groggy the next morning, is it? It's about feeling worn down, irritable, maybe even a little foggy in the head. That chronic lack of restorative sleep can creep into every corner of our lives, from our energy levels and mood to our memory and overall health. It's a painful reality, isn't it? When your body is tired but your mind just won't switch off. But what if I told you there's one powerful, surprisingly simple nighttime habit that can profoundly change all of that? A single ritual that not only promises to help you sleep better, more deeply, and more consistently, but also holds the key to living a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life after 60. It might sound too good to be true, but it's rooted in how our bodies naturally work. In this video, we're going to gently peel back the layers of this one transformative habit, exploring how it works and how you can easily weave it into your own evening routine, starting tonight. Stay with me, because if you watch to the very end, there's something truly surprising that I think will resonate deeply with you. So, let's begin our journey into this powerful nighttime habit. What we're really talking about here isn't a single, isolated action, but rather a thoughtfully crafted sequence of small, mindful choices that, when put together, send a clear, calming signal to your body and brain that it's time to wind down. Think of it as a gentle, graceful transition from the day's activities to deep, restorative rest, and the very first, crucial piece of this puzzle, something that perhaps many of us overlook, is what I like to call the digital sunset. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh, not another lecture about screens. But bear with me. Because this isn't just about dimming the brightness on your tablet. It's about consciously creating a boundary between your busy, stimulating day and the serene, quiet space your body needs to prepare for sleep. Our modern lives are saturated with screens, televisions, phones, computers, e-readers, and while they offer incredible convenience and entertainment, they also bombard our eyes with blue light, which, as many of us now know, is a real disruptor of our natural sleep hormone, melatonin. Imagine your brain trying to produce the chemical signal for sleep, while simultaneously being told by a bright screen that it's still high noon. It's a bit like trying to fall asleep in a brightly lit room with a marching band playing outside, isn't it? But it's not just the blue light. It's the content we consume on these screens, especially in the evening, scrolling through social media, catching up on the news, watching an exciting show or a thrilling movie. All of these activities stimulate our minds, raise our heart rates, and keep our brains actively engaged. Your mind, instead of slowing down and preparing for rest, is busy processing information, anticipating, reacting. It's a mental workout when it should be a winding down. So, the actionable step here, the heart of your digital sunset, is simple yet profound. Aim to put away all screens at least an hour, ideally 2 hours, before you plan to go to bed. I know, for some of us, that might feel like asking you to give up your right arm. It's a habit, and like any habit, it takes practice. Start small if you need to. Maybe try 30 minutes tonight, and gradually extend it. What do you do instead? This is where the magic truly begins. Instead of staring at a glowing rectangle, imagine yourself settling into a softer, quieter space. Perhaps you pick up a physical book. Yes, a good old-fashioned paper book, the feel of the pages, the gentle focus required. It's a completely different experience than swiping on a screen. Or maybe it's a time for a quiet conversation with your partner, or even just sitting in gentle reflection. This deliberate act of unplugging sends a powerful message to your brain: the day is ending, and rest is approaching. It's a conscious choice to disengage from the external world and reconnect with your inner self. This shift isn't just about avoiding blue light. It's about shifting your mindset. You're consciously telling your body, we're done with the hustle and bustle. Now, it's time for calm. It gives your mind permission to quiet down, to stop processing new information, and to slowly drift towards a more peaceful state. It allows your melatonin levels to naturally rise, preparing your body for the restorative sleep it craves and truly deserves. Think about how children are often wound down before bed with stories or quiet play. Rather than exciting games, we are, in many ways, still those children when it comes to preparing for sleep. Now, as your mind begins to settle from the digital world, it's also incredibly beneficial to offer your body a similar chance to release any lingering tension from the day. This brings us to the second gentle component of our powerful nighttime habit, very light. Gentle movement or stretching. I'm not talking about an intense workout here. Absolutely not. In fact, strenuous exercise too close to bedtime can be counterproductive, raising your core body temperature and stimulating your nervous system. What we're aiming for is quite the opposite. Imagine a soft, unhurried stretch, a slow, deliberate elongation of your muscles, a gentle release of the day's accumulated stiffness. This could be as simple as a few minutes of chair yoga, or standing stretches that focus on your neck, shoulders, and back. Think about a cat stretching after a nap. Long, languid, satisfying. That's the kind of movement we're aiming for. It helps to improve circulation, ease muscle stiffness, and signal to your body that it's time to transition from activity to rest. Perhaps you gently roll your shoulders, ease your neck from side to side, or do a very soft forward bend that stretches out your spine. Even a short, slow walk around your living room, or a few minutes of simply swaying gently from side to side can be incredibly effective. The key is that it's not about exertion, but about relaxation and preparation. It's about letting go of physical tension, just as you've let go of mental stimulation. This physical release can be incredibly powerful in calming your entire system, helping your body feel ready to settle down. Just as your mind is beginning to quiet from the digital sunset, this beautiful synergy of calming the mind and relaxing the body lays a perfect foundation for the next crucial steps in our evening ritual. Now that your mind has begun to unplug from the digital world, and your body has released some of its daily tension through gentle movement, we're perfectly poised to introduce the next deeply soothing element of our powerful nighttime habit, establishing a consistent, calming ritual. This isn't just about doing something relaxing. It's about creating a sacred, repeatable sequence that acts as a powerful cue for your brain and body, signaling that the day is truly done and deep rest is imminent. One of the most comforting and effective parts of this calming ritual can be a warm, non-caffeinated beverage. Think of a simple herbal tea, perhaps chamomile, lavender, or passion flower, known for their naturally calming properties. The warmth of the mug in your hands, the gentle steam rising, the subtle aroma, and the comforting taste all contribute to a sensory experience that is inherently soothing. It's a moment of quiet, a pause in your evening that grounds you. Just be mindful of when you drink it, allowing enough time before bed to avoid frequent trips to the bathroom during the night. It's not just the drink itself, but the deliberate act of preparing it, sitting down, and slowly savoring it. That holds the power. This small act becomes a signal, a transition point, telling your body, it's time to slow down. As you sip your warm drink, this is the perfect opportunity to engage in a quiet, non-stimulating activity. We've already talked about the benefits of a physical book, and this is where it truly shines. Losing yourself in a gentle story, or absorbing a few pages of something inspiring or calming, can be incredibly effective in redirecting your mind away from the day's worries or tomorrow's to-do list. The tactile experience of turning pages, the absence of a glowing screen, and the singular focus on the words on the page are all conducive to relaxation. Perhaps reading isn't your preferred way to unwind, That's perfectly fine. This calming ritual is deeply personal. For some, it might involve a few minutes of quiet journaling, not about problems or planning, but about simple reflections, or even just listing a few things you're grateful for from the day. Just a few sentences to acknowledge the positive, to empty your mind of lingering thoughts, and to gently close the chapter on the day. For others, it could be listening to very soft, calming instrumental music, perhaps classical or ambient sounds that have no lyrics to engage your thinking mind. Some might enjoy a gentle craft, like knitting a few rows or working on a simple puzzle. Anything that engages your hands and offers a light, repetitive focus without demanding intense concentration. The key here is consistency and quietude, whatever you choose. Ensure it's something that truly brings you a sense of peace and relaxation, something that helps you mentally downshift. Part of this calming ritual also involves setting the right environmental conditions for sleep. Think about the atmosphere in your bedroom. Is it a sanctuary of rest? Or is it still holding on to the day's energy? Dim the lights in your home an hour or so before bed. This isn't just about individual light sources, but the overall illumination of your living space. Bright lights, especially cool white or blue-tinted lights, can inhibit melatonin production. As evening descends, shift to warmer, softer lighting, perhaps using lamps instead of overhead fixtures. Consider the temperature of your bedroom. Most experts agree that a cooler room, typically between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius, is optimal for sleep. Ensure your bedroom is as dark as possible. Consider blackout curtains if streetlights or early morning sun are an issue. And minimize noise. Perhaps a white noise machine or earplugs if external sounds are disruptive. By consciously creating this soothing environment, you are further reinforcing the message to your body and mind that it is indeed time for restorative sleep. This whole sequence, the warm drink, the quiet activity, the environmental cues, together create a powerful pre-sleep cascade, a sensory journey into serenity. As we move deeper into this habit, and as your body and mind become calmer, there's one more immensely powerful component that can truly deepen the quality of your sleep and, surprisingly, extend your sense of well-being into your waking life. This is the practice of mindful reflection or gratitude. It might sound simple, but its impact is profound, especially for those of us over 60. Often, as we lie down, our minds can become a runaway train of worries, replaying the day's frustrations or anticipating tomorrow's challenges. This mental chatter is a significant barrier to falling asleep and staying asleep. Mindful reflection, or focusing on gratitude, is a deliberate antidote to this. It's about consciously shifting your mental focus away from what troubles you and towards what uplifts you. This doesn't have to be a complicated meditation session. Unless you enjoy that, it can be as simple as taking 3 slow, deep breaths, inhaling deeply through your nose, holding for a moment, and slowly exhaling through your mouth. As you exhale, imagine releasing any tension or worries with your breath. Then, gently bring to mind 3 things you are genuinely grateful for from that day. They don't have to be grand gestures. Often, the smallest things hold the most power. Perhaps it was a kind word from a friend, the warmth of the sun on your face, a delicious meal, a moment of laughter, or simply the comfort of your bed. By consciously recalling these positive experiences, you're not ignoring challenges, but you are actively choosing to end your day on a note of peace and positivity. This practice of gratitude before sleep serves several vital purposes. Firstly, it calms your nervous system, pulling you out of the fight or flight mode that anxiety and worry can trigger. Secondly, it trains your brain to focus on the positive, a mental habit that can spill over into your waking hours, leading to a more optimistic outlook overall. And thirdly, by ending your day with a sense of contentment, you're less likely to carry unresolved emotional baggage into your sleep. which can often manifest as restless sleep or vivid, stressful dreams. Think of it as a mental cleansing, preparing your inner world for a tranquil night. When you consistently practice this gratitude, you're not just improving your sleep, you're cultivating resilience, fostering emotional well-being, and strengthening the mental fortitude that contributes to a longer, more fulfilling life. This gentle, yet powerful, mental shift is the perfect bridge into the deeply restorative sleep we all crave. Completing the foundational steps of our transformative nightly ritual, we've journeyed through the individual elements of this single, powerful nighttime habit. But it's crucial to understand that their true strength lies in their synergy, how they all work together, like pieces of a beautiful mosaic, to create a profound shift in your sleep and overall well-being. This isn't about adding more tasks to your already busy life. It's about mindfully curating the final hour or two of your day, transforming it into a sacred space of transition and preparation for deep rest. So, let's briefly recall what this one transformative habit truly entails. It begins with consciously drawing a digital sunset, stepping away from screens and their stimulating blue light and engaging content at least an hour, preferably 2, before you aim to sleep. This vital step allows your brain to naturally boost its melatonin production, signaling to your body that it's time to wind down. Following this, we gently invite the body to release its accumulated tension through very light, soothing movements or stretches. These aren't exercises to build strength, but rather gentle, intentional movements designed to relax your muscles and prepare your physical self for stillness. Then comes the heartwarming comfort of a calming ritual, perhaps a warm, non-caffeinated herbal tea, enjoyed slowly as you engage in a quiet, non-stimulating activity like reading a physical book, gentle journaling, or listening to tranquil music. This period is also when you consciously set the scene for sleep, dimming lights, ensuring your room is cool and dark, and minimizing disruptive noises. And finally, we complete this powerful sequence with mindful reflection or a moment of gratitude, actively shifting our focus away from worries and towards positive experiences, gently calming the mind and nurturing a sense of peace before closing our eyes. These aren't isolated tips, they are the threads that, when woven together, form the rich tapestry of one singular, deeply restorative nighttime habit. The real magic happens when you practice these steps consistently, allowing your body and mind to recognize and anticipate this sequence. Think of it as training wheels for better sleep. At first, it might feel a little awkward, a conscious effort, but over time, it becomes second nature, a comforting routine that your body yearns for. And here's that something surprising I mentioned at the beginning. Something that will truly resonate if you give this habit a try beyond just helping you sleep better. Consistently practicing this mindful nightly wind-down ritual contributes directly to a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life after 60. You see, when you sleep well, your body isn't just resting, it's actively repairing. Your cells regenerate, your brain clears out metabolic waste, including potentially harmful proteins linked to cognitive decline, and your immune system gets a powerful boost. When you routinely achieve deep, restorative sleep, you're reducing chronic inflammation, balancing hormones, improving your cognitive function, and even enhancing your mood and emotional resilience. This isn't just about feeling less tired. It's about actively building a stronger, more vibrant you, day after day, night after night. Imagine waking up feeling genuinely refreshed, alert, and ready to embrace the day. Rather than dragging yourself out of bed, imagine having more sustained energy to pursue your passions, enjoy your family, or simply engage with the world around you. This one habit, this mindful nightly wind-down, is a cornerstone of vitality as you age. It's not a quick fix or a magic pill. It's a commitment to yourself, an investment in your future well-being. And the beauty of it is, it's entirely within your control. You don't need expensive equipment or complicated techniques. You just need intention, a little patience, and the willingness to prioritize your peace and your rest. Remember, small changes can truly make a profound difference to your health and happiness, especially when those changes are consistent and aligned with your body's natural rhythms. You deserve to experience the profound benefits of truly restorative sleep. And this powerful nighttime habit is your personal guide to achieving it. I genuinely hope this deep dive into one of the most transformative habits for better sleep and longer life has given you some valuable insights and practical steps you can start taking tonight. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these wind-down techniques before? Or do you have your own special evening rituals that help you sleep soundly? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful and inspiring to others in our community. If you found this video helpful and uplifting, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps us reach more people who could benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're dedicated to bringing you more practical, encouraging advice to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep nurturing yourself, keep prioritizing your well-being, and live your best life at every age.